when you have winds that are 60, 70 miles an hour and a fire breaks out, what do people need to keep in mind when these situations could present themselves on how quickly they need to react?
Wind-driven fire, we need to get out of its way. We protect lives and property, at least from the first responder perspective. But from the community's perspective, a wind-driven fire, we are not going to get out ahead of it. So then how do we as a community then lean forward and make sure we are trading time for space? Wind-driven, you said 50, 60 miles an hour winds coming through, it's going to blow, just like you saw, blow through a community. We saw that at Paradise. We saw that just recently in the Woolsey fires, was out in Thousand Oaks all the way through Malibu within a day. And that is the power of nature. That's the power of wind. So I think it's really having a realistic approach of, if it's wind driven, it's a different mindset. There's no wind. We even have a different mindset of, okay, we got a little bit more time. We can hit it hard and fast with our water assets. We can get out in front of it. But just imagine a wind of 50, 67 miles an hour pushing the embers as well as the head of the fire. It is so fast moving that the mindset should be leave early and go to a safe place where you can spend time to ensure that you are safe and you've got time and distance from a wind-driven fire. It's a completely different mentality for us when it's wind-driven. The true threat is here. It's here now, whether or not you want to point to climate change or whatever it may be. But the reality is that in a situation like that, when you have weather conditions, and David, you talked about it, the wind, you've got the fuel, you've got that type of topography, which is how it's set up with your mountains, your hills, your fuels. So it was all in alignment. And that's really what you're talking about that happened in Maui. So with that tragedy, what we have to learn from that is that can happen here as it can happen in a lot of different places. So what are we going to do about it?